Hello students. So we are back again with your second part of the chapter living and non-living things for class 3. So in the previous session we discussed about the things that living things need, like living things need food and water to live, and we also discussed about that living thing needs air to live. So today we will be discussing about living things move. Now all living things move from one place to another. They move on their own, whereas non-living things cannot move. Now you will see animals. In case of animals, animals move from one place to another in search of food, water, to escape harsh weather, then to escape from enemies, and also to return back to their shelters. So why do animals move? Animals move from one place to another in search of food and water, to escape from enemies, then to escape from the harsh weather condition, and also they move to return back to their shelter. So today we will be studying about some of the movements shown in insects, birds, fish, snakes, mammals, and also in plants. So moving on with insects. So all of you have seen insects. So insects have 6 legs. All insects have 6 legs, and some of them you will see they have a pair of wings also. So they move with the help of these legs. So insects move from one place to another with the help of their 6 legs. All of you have seen cockroaches moving. How do they move? They crawl with the help of their 6 legs. Then then I said that insects to have a pair of wings. Now some insects those which have a pair of wings, they use their wings to fly. As in case of honeybee, butterfly, you will see these insects can fly from one place to another. Okay, so all insects have 6 legs, and they move with the help of the 6 legs. And those insects which have wings, they use their wings. They also move with the legs, but they use their wings to fly from one place to another. Next, moving on to birds. All of us know that birds have 2 legs and 2 wings. Now birds fly with the help of their wings, and they walk with the help of their legs. So in case of some birds, you will see, for example, duck, swan, penguin, they have the legs are different from other birds. You will see the claws are joined with skin. So such type of legs are called webbed feet. So in which birds do we find webbed feet? We find webbed feet in ducks, swan, penguins. So what is the purpose of these birds having webbed feet? This webbed feet helps them to swim. So ducks, you have seen ducks swimming, then swans to swim, penguins also swim. So this is with the help of their webbed feet they can swim. Again, some birds like ostrich, penguin, and kiwis, they cannot fly. Though they have got the wings, but in case of ostrich you will see the wings, they have long legs. The legs are much longer. And why ostrich cannot fly? Because their wings are smaller in comparison to the weight of their body. So the wings are smaller in compared to the weight of their body. That is why ostrich cannot fly, but their legs are very strong. They can run very fast. Now such birds like ostrich, kiwi, penguin, those which cannot fly are called flightless birds. So what are they called? They are called flightless birds. Next, talking about fishes. Fish live in water and they swim. All of us know fish lives in water and they swim with the help of their fins. So all of you have seen fish. On the side of the body there are fins. So fish swim with the help of their fins. Now talking about snakes. So snakes do not have limbs, that is they do not have any legs. So how do they move? They move by sliding their bodies. So you have seen mostly in TVs, you have seen like how the movement of the snake, they slide their body on the ground and they move. And most snakes can also swim. So how do snakes move? Snakes do not have limbs and they move by gliding their body on the ground. Now coming back to mammals. I've already said that animals move from place to place in search of food, water, to escape from enemies, to escape from harsh weather and to come back to their shelter. Now mammals, if I say mammals, what are mammals? Mammals are those animals which have hairs on their body. The mammals that live on land have 4 limbs. That is, they have 4 limbs in case of animals, you can say. Human being is also a mammal and we have 4 limbs, that is 1 pair of hand and 1 pair of legs. So these are our limbs. So mammals move with the help of their limbs. Even some mammals, they can swim. So mammals, what are mammals? Mammals are those animals which have hairs on their body and they walk with the help of their 4 limbs. Now this was about insects, birds and animals. Now about plants. Now there is a big question like, do plants move? Have you seen plants moving from one place to another? If I ask you, you will say no. But plants do not move from one place to another, but they move their body parts. Some plants fold their leaves when touched. So in case of touch me not plant, I hope all of you have seen the touch me not plant. So the touch me not plant, when you touch the leaves, what happens? They close their leaves. So this is a type of movement shown by the plants. Again, in case of sunflower plant, we'll see the sunflower plant, the sunflower, it turns towards the sun. So the flower, when it blooms, it always faces towards the direction of the sun. So this is another type of movement shown by the plants. So again, like plants do not move from one place to another, but they move their body parts, as we can see in case of touch me not plant. In touch me not plant, the leaves, when we touch the leaves are closed. They close the leaves. Again in case of sunflower, sunflower plant, the flower turns towards the direction of the sun. So I hope this much is clear to you, how living things move. So with this we will end the session here. So these are your questions. Thank you.